The views and opinions expressed in this video do not reflect those of the Dent Schoolhouse, or something like that.
Does it look like I'm wearing mascara? Probably hard to tell with this black and white filter. I can assure you that I'm not wearing mascara.
It's Drewski McGillicuddy's 10 Steps to Proper Haunt Etiquette.
Hey everybody, it's Drewski McGillicuddy, and I'm coming to you today with this fancy list I compiled of basically 10 ways to not be an asshole at a haunted attraction. So if you were to ever go through, say, the Dent Schoolhouse or any other haunted house by you or wherever the hell you might go to get scared, these are just some key tips that would better your experience, not only for you, but for the people with you, okay? Because I can't stress enough how tough it is working at a haunted house. A lot of people think, oh, it's all fun and games. Oh, you get to dress up like a monster and run around chasing people and blah, 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 blah. No, it is hot as shit down there. We get sore from all the moving around and running into walls in the dark. And then just the people we have to deal with on a consistent basis. And after last night, I felt it necessary to make this list. And this is an unofficial list. This is not supported by the actual Dent Schoolhouse. I just took it upon myself to make this list. This does not reflect the views and or whatever have you of the Dent Schoolhouse, just in case I forgot to have that fancy disclaimer play at the beginning of the video. Before we get started, I just wanted to say these aren't necessarily in any particular order because they're all kind of important. Some of them run along with one another, but I tried to separate them into 10, key bullet points. Whatever, let's just get on with the fucking list. I wrote it down. Number 10, and this is actually the most important thing. Number 10. I probably should have put this at number 1, but I put it at number 10. I told you it's not in any necessary order, but instead of me running off the mouth. Okay, so number 10 is put your fucking phone away. Okay, just like as if you were going to watch a movie in the theater. It's the same fucking concept. Okay, we are putting on a show for you. So by you taking out your phone, not only does your screen illuminate more than you think it does and totally ruin the ambiance, and that's kind of what I tell people when they have their phone out, that they're ruining the ambiance. Aside from that, I've had people actually walk through talking on the phone or checking their Facebook. And it's like, okay, we must be doing a really bad job if you can't stay off of your phone for 20 to 30 minutes long enough to enjoy yourself. And then you're the type of person that would probably go give us like a 2 or 3 star review saying, yeah, you weren't nothing special. So, well, maybe you would have seen something special if you wouldn't have been fucking buried in your phone, jackass. Not only that, oh my God, it's fucking dark as shit down there in the fucking archmaze where I dwell. So I don't need you turning your fucking flashlight on and shining in my goddamn eyes. Like, who the hell, what goes through a person's mind when they're thinking, oh, I'm going to go into a haunted house and I'm going to take my phone out and turn the flashlight on? Because that's why they got it set such a way so you can't see where you're going, because we want you to pull your flashlight out. And anything to do with the fact that it's set in the mood. It's supposed to be dark in that scene because you're supposed to be scared, because a lot of people are scared of the dark. But aside from that, just why would you turn your flashlight on in a haunted house? I don't get it. So don't do that, okay? That's number 10. Number 9, I feel like could have been higher on the list, but like I said, not necessarily going in any order. So number 9 is try not to be as drunk as humanly possible. If you can't walk, chances are you shouldn't be walking through a haunted house. Because, not only are you going to ruin the show for whoever's around you, you're going to probably ruin it for yourself. you probably won't remember it, and you're just gonna break all the rules on this list that I am trying to address. Oh, speaking of which, one of the rules should have been make sure you read the fucking rules before you go in the house. Maybe I'll add that on as an honorable mention. Or anyway, but yeah, try not to be like falling over drunk. I mean, it's okay if you have like a couple beers to loosen up or whatever, but if you're gonna drink until you're a belligerent asshole, maybe stay your ass the fuck outside. Because I can't tell you how many times, and look, I don't care what they tell me I can and can't do. You know, I'm supposed to go get security, but if I don't believe that security is anywhere that they can help me at any given time, I will pick your ass up and carry you out myself. Okay? I don't need no adult supervision or something. Anyway, don't worry about that. So we're going to move on to number 8. And number 8 is very important. It doesn't sound as important as some of the other ones on the list, but it is very important, especially if you're wanting to have a good time. You want your group to have a personable experience. Keep up a steady pace. Okay? It's really easy. You keep up a steady pace. You walk, you look around while you're walking, and you just keep walking. You don't stop and stand there. And then all of a sudden you notice the group behind you is catching up to you. So then you'll start trying to speed up to compensate. And then you're going to catch up to the group in front of you. And then it's just going to be a long fucking line walking through the fucking haunted house. So you had to stand in line to get in. Now you got to stand in line to get out. All because you couldn't be bothered to keep up a steady pace. I mean, it's already going to take you 30 minutes to walk through this place. So try not to dilly-dally. And, you know, that's not as bad, but it affects everybody's show because, you know, the actors need to have time to reset between groups. But if you're like either walking extremely fast, it doesn't give us a chance to do anything. We're not magicians. Well, I kind of am, but we're not magicians. And then if you're walking too slow, all you're doing is making everybody behind you form a fucking line. Okay? So, walk at a steady pace. Try not to dilly-dally. Okay? That way you don't ruin everybody's experience around you. Like, these are all going towards not ruining everybody's experience around you. Because if everybody else is around you is having a good experience, chances are you'll have a good experience. Unless that somehow goes into my next point. Don't be a tour guide. Especially if you've been here before, you know where all the pop scares or certain things are going to be. Don't sit there and be like, all right, we're going to come in here and there's going to be a guy pop up right there. And then there's going to be somebody hiding right over here. And then this thing over here is going to make a noise. And then this is going to do this. And then that's going to do that. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Let these people experience the shit as it happens. They don't need you to fucking say, hey, this is going to happen. And then when it happens, they'll be like, oh, hey, you were right. Instead of being like, oh, shit. You see my point? You're fucking ruining everybody's experience. So don't be a tour guide, okay? And even if you've never been through before and you just think you know everything, you don't know anything. So even if you're wrong, don't sit there and be saying, oh, this is going to happen. Oh, that's going to happen. Just shut the fuck up and let people enjoy their experience. You narrating your fucking trip through the haunted house isn't doing anything but making you look like some asshole. Number 6. Now, this isn't necessarily to provide a better experience for everyone. This is just, some people like to bring their children. So watch your fucking language. Don't be sitting there going, fuck, 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 fuck you, motherfucker, fucking bitch, bitch, bitch. Like, teenagers, will come through and they'll just start cussing with no context. Just cussing and just acting a fool. Like, it's ridiculous. Now, I know I say the F word a lot. It's not my fault. I can't help it. Okay? I grew up in a tractor trailer in New York City. When I wasn't in school, I was in a tractor trailer in New York City talking on a CB. Don't worry about that. But yeah, just, keep in mind that just because you can't see them doesn't mean there aren't children walking through the haunted house. People bring their kids all the time. Not all kids are too terrified to go through a haunted house. We don't just reserve Kids Day as Lights On tour. That's just something we do for the kids that are too afraid to go through the haunted house when the lights are off. So just be mindful of people and their possible children around you. Jesus, the fact that I have to say that is completely ridiculous. Now, this one is just, personally for me, and there's a funny story behind it. So, what number are we on? Number 5. And this is more... This goes along the lines with the people that if you're not scared, still try not to ruin it for everybody else. Basically, don't be a bitch. It's that simple. Like, if everybody in your group's getting scared, but you're not, like, it's not our fault. You might just not be some people just can't be scared. And I am aware of that. And when people can't be scared, I typically try to make them laugh or entertain them in any way I can. But if you're going to be a bitch from the start and like you just have your mindset that, you know what, I'm just going to shut off and just be a bitch. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be a bitch. I'm going to roll my eyes at these people. Every time they try to entertain me, I'm just going to, not even scary. Not even scary. Like I had this girl last night. I scared and the funny thing is I scared the fucking shit out of her. Like when I popped out, she fucking backed up into the wall and screamed. But then the next 2 times I went to scare her, I guess she just... so I had to call her out. I was like, how come you trying to act like I didn't scare you that first time? I seen you. I'm the same dude. Because like, I guess she didn't realize I was the same person. Because I come out of 3 different spots that are not connected in the room. Like, and most people are like, you was just, what? And, so I had to explain to the girl, like, yeah, I'm the one that, like, scared you when you first walked in the room. So don't be walking through here acting like, your shit don't stink. She pissed me off. Anyway, don't be a bitch. Oh, no, there was another funny story, okay? Same kind of situation. The group of people having a great time. They're laughing, they're screaming, they're crying. And there's just one in particular person in the group. And they're walking through like this. Like they got some kind of stick up their ass. So I tried to scare them 3 times. And all 3 times they just like... So the last time I pop out and I pull this curtain back. And I say, you should really take that out. She's like, take what out? Like, take that stick out of your ass. And before she has time to react, I've disappeared because I'm a fucking magician. But the best part was listening to her friends all laugh their ass off because I torched her. I torched her real good. Anyway, where are we at? Number 4. Number 4. Let us do our job. It's that simple. Come through the haunted house. Let us do our job. You just walk through and enjoy the show. You do not need to go hiding behind structures and popping out and trying to scare your friends. They didn't pay $25 for you to try to scare them in your street clothes. They didn't pay $25 for you to like stand back in the shadows and then grab them and ruin our scare as we're trying to do our job. You're not scary. You're just some asshole. So knock it off, okay? I can't tell you how many times we get people that'll literally just try to scare their group the entire time we're trying to perform for these people. It's like, knock it off. Like, what the hell's the matter with you? Are you drunk? You're probably drunk. So we'll tack it up to going back to number 9. Don't be drunk as you can possibly get. So yeah, let us do our jobs. That's what we're there for. That's what we're getting paid for. You're not. Okay? Jesus Christ. The fact that I have to tell people that. All right, now these 3 are kind of biggies. Number 3, do not insult the actors, okay? These people, are suffering in this stink nasty dingy building that's like hot as shit, overexerting themselves for your entertainment, okay? There is a girl that works in my scene and she's on a bit heavier, and last night this little punk ass 13-year-old told her to get her fat fucking ass away from him. Like, that's completely uncalled for. there's no need for you to come in and just insult us like that. You know, we're trying to provide a service for you, you know? But I tack that up to people's parents not knowing how to fucking raise their goddamn kids. That's what I tack that up to, okay? So yeah, if you're that type of person, let me know so that I can find your parents and slap them in the mouth, because that's what needs to happen. Anyway, yeah, so just be respectful. Don't fucking insult people, because you don't know us. You don't know what we're capable of. I'm kidding. Anyway, and then this leads into the next one, because the same actress that, you know, got name called. Number 2, do not touch. That not only goes for do not touch the actors, do not touch the props, do not turn light switches off and on. Don't touch shit. Just walk through with your hands down at your side, possibly like this, depending upon what kind of experience you're having. Just don't touch stuff. Especially don't touch me. I'm probably slimy from sweating my fucking ass off. And I don't like to be touched when I'm all gross and nasty. I don't know about you. I just, you know, don't touch me, okay? And if you touch me more than once, chances are I will pick you up and drag your ass out and throw you down in the gravel, because I don't wait for security anymore, because they're never there in time, and by the time they get there, the person has already assaulted and or accosted everybody else in the fucking house. So by the time they get through, it's like, oh, where's the consequences I should have to suffer for doing what I did? There is none. So me knowing that, don't tell anybody I said this, but yeah, I'll take your ass out myself. I don't need no security guard. But yeah, don't fucking touch shit. Okay? Just don't do it. Hold on, let me jump back in here for a second. I got ahead of myself and totally forgot to mention the reasoning or the story behind. I mean, it happens all the time. Anyway, going along the lines of don't touch. I got punched in the mouth last night, but you know, it was no big deal. I'm pretty sure it was an accident. But what wasn't an accident is this girl come through, and one of the actors in my scene jumped out and scared him, and they just started punching and kicking him. Just punching and kicking, like, you know. And when I told her, you can't do that, you gotta leave now. And granted, they were terrified. They were screaming that they wasn't going nowhere with me because I was a scary motherfucker and all this shit. But it's like, you just assaulted somebody. You're lucky we don't call the police. Granted, it was like a 14 or 15-year-old kid, but they were full force punching and kicking this girl, and apparently had been doing it their entire way through the house, because there's a whole top floor and then you get down to me. So if they're acting like that when they get to me, there's no way in hell they're gonna make it through the rest of the house. Now granted, we can tell the difference between somebody maliciously punching somebody in the mouth and legitimately going, ah! So just wanted to throw that in there before I forgot and ruin the entire video. So back to the rest of the video, I guess. All right, and the number one thing that you need to take into consideration when walking through a haunted attraction is you're not cool. Hate to tell you, as cool as you think you are, you might be cool in your little circle of friends, but when you come into my world, you are not cool. There is nothing you can say to me that I won't have a comeback for that makes you look like a little asshole. And like, why are you trying to act cool anyway? I mean, I get it. Whatever you got to do to keep from crying. But, you know, just keep in mind, just because you're trying to impress your friends doesn't mean you're impressing anybody. You're kind of just embarrassing yourself. Luckily, I'm not filming you, because I'd film it and then I'd show it back to you later at a later date, and you could see what an asshole you are and how you're not cool in the slightest. Okay? Like, seriously, everybody, listen to me. You're not cool. Stop acting like it. Okay? I cannot stand people that walk around acting and thinking they're so cool. You're not. Nobody's cool. We're all a bunch of dorks drifting along. Like, it's just a different style of dorks. Sure, you got these like, nerdy guys that, you know, they love superheroes, and then you got these people with their rap music and their fucking god-awful fashion sense. you're not cool. You're a dork on a whole nother spectrum, okay? But anyway, that has nothing to do with what I'm necessarily talking about. But basically, just keep in mind when you're going through a haunted attraction, you're not cool, okay? All right. So that's the best I could do with such short little time. Also, I just hit 900 subscribers, but then I lost 5 subscribers. So when I hit 900 subscribers again, I'm gonna do a live Q&A. It'll probably be Sunday. It'll probably be like maybe around noon. I don't know. Just, you know, if you're not doing anything Sunday and your favorite football team's not playing or they possibly suck, maybe join me for a few laughs. But anyway, hopefully this doesn't get me in trouble at the haunted house. I was just giving you 10 honest ways to better your experience when walking through a haunted attraction. If I've said anything to offend anybody, that's not my fault. Maybe take it up with your parents for making you so goddamn sensitive. And then also, while you're at it, yell at them for probably not raising you right enough to where I had to fucking make this goddamn video to begin with. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have had to make this video. Anyway, make sure you click all these buttons and stuff and let me know that this was worth my while. Also, you can follow me on the socials, but I don't really get on Twitter, so I'm gonna have to change this thing and just put what I'm actually on. Anyway, I gotta go. Nobody's gonna wanna watch this shit.